This is your one and only Wolfie teacher. Now, I am your Wolfie teacher and I'll be helping you with all your workbook related materials. Now, let's get started. Please take out your book, which is My First Grammar Workbook, and let's go to unit number 1. Now, what we're going to do today is we're going to do a little review on My First Grammar 3 workbook. Let's get started, shall we? Lesson 1. We're learning about present simple, and we're learning about be-verbs especially. Now, can you tell me what the 3 be-verbs in the present simple are? Yes. Now, they are is, am, and are. Now, do you guys know when we are supposed to use the be-verbs? That's right. When we're showing somebody about a certain state, we're using is, am, and are. So when we're talking about statuses or the state, that's when we use the be-verbs. Or we could use it as when we're describing a noun. When we're describing a noun, we kind of use is, am, and are. So for example, look at my fluffy ears. Now my fluffy ears, what color are they? Exactly, the pink. So what we need to say is my ears, because it's more than one and I have the S at the end of the noun, you always need to use the plural form of the be verb, which is are pink. Do you understand? So my ears are pink. That's why I'm talking about my ears over here. So we need to always use the be verb are because it's more than one. Do you understand? When we're using a negative form, okay, right now my ear color is pink, but let's say they're not pink and they're blue. Then instead of my ears are pink, what you need to do is you need to add an extra word over here just after the be verb. And it is, yes, it's called the not, right? You always need the not when you're saying something is not like that. So for example, if I see a dog over here, if I see a dog is cute. Now, let's say I hated the dog because dogs are not cute for me. Then what I would use is instead of a dog is cute, at the end, just right after the be verb, we need to use the word not to make it that's right, negative form, okay? Now, we can make this shorter. Is and the not can be contracted to make a short word. Not just 2 words, we can make it into one. And that's simply is at an end. And instead of the O, put an apostrophe and put a T. And we call this not is not. Yeah, we don't pronounce it as is not. We pronounce it as isn't. Right? Am not cannot be contracted together. There is no such word as amped, okay? And if there is are and the not together, then we contract it to aren't. Okay? So let's go through the answers together slowly. Now, let's try this together. Number 1, they babies. Look at the picture. They're not babies. So what would we write? Exactly. We would be using they aren't babies. Exactly. Let's write them down. They aren't babies. Look at the picture. They look like students. So what do we need to write? That's right. They are students. But wait, we can contract this together. We can contract the pronoun they and we can contract the are together. How do we contract this? We need to write they, and we always need to add in an apostrophe and an RE. Let's see if it's correct. Right? I'm just going to erase everything, and let's see if the answer is correct. It is correct. Well done. Let's go over this together. It. It, if it's it, what do we need to use? We need to use the word is. So instead of is, look at this picture. It's not a monkey, it's a gorilla. So what do we need to use? We need to use isn't. Very good. And at the end, because it's an animal, we always need to use this pronoun it. Now, it is a gorilla, but if you shorten it up, it would be, that's right, it's a gorilla. When we're putting into a question, when we're writing a question down, for example, let's say, dogs are cute. If I want to put this into a question, what I just need to do is I just need to change the word order. Instead of dogs are cute, I would write are in the beginning. The be verb needs to go in the beginning, and then dogs, and then cute by itself. And don't forget, you always need a question mark. Are dogs cute? That's what we need to write. If you're answering, then you always need to give an answer using yes or no. Yes, yes, they are. Or no, they aren't. Is going to be the correct answers. Now, just like that, let's try the fourth question. That's right. Is he a teacher? No, he isn't. Fantastic. There's two. Are they lions? They're tigers. So what do we need to say? We're asking a question. It's more than one. So what do we need to use? Which be verb? Yes. Are. Are they lions? We need to give them an answer. No, they aren't. Exactly. Another one. There's only one. So it's a bag. So when we have the word bag, which pronoun do we need to use? We need to use it. Obviously, there's a hint at the back over here. So how do we put this into a question? Remember, there needs to be a be verb in the beginning. Yes. So is it a bag? Yes, it is. Exactly. You guys are so clever. Let's go to the next page. If there's more, if we're talking about something is there, we need to use the form of there is or there are. Now, as you pretty much guessed, if there's only one, we need to use the word is. If there's only one noun, if the noun is singular, just like me, then you need to use the word is. If there's more than one, then we need to use are. As you see over here, there is a pen. There's only one pen. So that's why we need to use the is. There's more than one pens. That's why they use are. If you cannot count, right? So liquid, things like juice, water, we can't count. So these words, we always need to use the word is. If we put it into a negative form, what did I tell you? Behind the be verb, we always need the word not. Do you understand? We will always need the word not over here. Okay? That's why we've written there isn't pen. There aren't any pens. There isn't any milk. If it's a question, just as I said, it changes. The order changes to, instead of there is a pen, we say, is there a pen? Do you guys understand? So let's go over to the first answer. Number one, there. Exactly. There's only one. Yeah, it's singular noun. So we say there is a tree. Now, if it's the second one, there any flowers. Are there any flowers? No. So we would say there aren't any flowers. Very good. Oh, the second answer is already there for you. There are some apples. There aren't any oranges. Let's try number three. There is a pond. Very good. And there are many trees. Number four. Yep. We need to use, it's very, very far over there, and we're asking whether if that school is your school. So is there a school? Yes, there is. Now, we're asking if there are any of these frogs. So we say it's more than one. So are That's right. Are there any frogs? No, there aren't. Now, the next one. Because water, we can't count. We need to use which be verb? Is. So, is there any water? Yes, there is. Fantastic. You're doing a great job here. Let's go to the next one. Look at the next question. He isn't a nurse. He's a teacher. What about number 2? Because remember, animals are always going to be in the form of it, right? So what do we need to write? It is an alligator. Very good. It isn't a frog is the correct answer. Or it's not a frog is okay too. Number 3. Because they're police, what we don't say they are students, we say they aren't students. And then they are police officers or they're police officers. Number 4. Yep. He isn't a cook. He's a doctor. Next one. It's a question. So, is she a doctor? No, she isn't is going to be the answer. Next one. It's more than one person. So, are they singers? Yes, they are. Fantastic. Now, I'm going to give you a few minutes to do the next question. What you need to do is you need to tell me using there is or there are which ones are over here. Which things are over here? The word back is on the right-hand side, so please do that for me. Right, so you're back. So let's go over the answers. There, let's try number 2. It's this, there. That's right, there's only one, so there is it's trees. So we would say there are trees. Sorry. Number 3. Number 3 is, right, that's correct. So there, we're talking about this. Yep, so the answer is there is a bench. Very good. I got mixed up with number 2 and number 3 here. So let's try number 4. There. Swing, there's more than one, so there are swings. Number 5, seesaw. There's more than one seesaw, so there are seesaws. Remember to have the S at the back if there's more than one. There you go, guys. So this is the end of unit number 1. I'll see you next time on unit 2.